Oh, real quick before we start this, here's a video or a quick dildo thing of King
You think
ISO.
this shit'll actually change anything?
Um, so let's talk about that. Because, like I said, the election and the pandemic and the economical crisis, I think that, listen, I'll be very serious. It'll start out like this. It's going to morph into a police state issue. Then it's going to morph into Martin Luther King's and RFK's combination of the people's shit. Uh, that's why they killed him once, and that's why it happened once naturally. So we'll see what happens this time. But most optimistically, what's best for the country is basically that. Now, how does that start? Well, as you see in Sacramento, it's getting everybody out in the streets, but doing stuff together, not just hating and being sad or whatever. It's coming together, making new memories, and retraining people to be humans, is what's really happening, and it's really good. Because it's some people are making the point, it's like, they're just seeing each other as people at this point there. And I don't mean that even in like a normal way. I just mean like they're out there every fucking day. Like they really don't care who it is as long as it's somebody.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what they're starting to appreciate. There's a lot. It's starting to turn into a lot of love. There's a
That's a good
lot of
point.
fucking cars driving around helping protesters, giving them water and shit. Just everybody's coming out helping.
Yeah, you see Seth Rogen and Steve Carell was paying the bail for protesters that were being arrested during this.
Yeah, there's a lot of funds and shit for that, man. People, RTJ funds, I think, was either going towards this or near it or something. And then a lot of the streamers have been putting out places to, yeah, everybody's coming out for it, man. Right, look at Marxist dude. DC, good for you.
Marxism.
I said, man,
Look at that.
I wish we had more people on the real left, just because their voice to shape the middle and shit. Like that. Listening to that CIA dude talk about stomping out fucking communism and shit in the country was just gross. I was like, like, what, you fucking
They
psychopath.
even protesting in Vancouver, Canada. I just realized that.
It's worldly too, man. There
Look at
was
that shit.
shit, and I can't remember if it was Australia or somebody, and then they've put in some international feeds throughout, and London I think was huge, and that's why some chance to be the world is watching because they are apparently. It's weird. I think Hong Kong kind of set it off. Like, I think Hong Kong and the Yellow Vest movements really set this shit off. Like, you can protest in the modern era, and we're gonna show you how. Yeah. See, and a lot of the people have masks on.
Really hear what that dude's saying. Good God, there are so many people in Chicago.
It's a big city.
That's insane. A lot of people in DC too.
Gotta be. Like, you can turn that fan on low.
Yeah, it really sucks living in a Republican state. Like legit, the only people that were protesting here is people who just wanted to loot.
What does
it, had,
that
it,
mean?
had,
What
it
does
had
that
nothing to
mean?
do.
Are you
No one actually wanted to protest here. Everyone just wanted to loot.
What did they do? Just all walk together and not do anything? Batman going hard.
All they
Dog
did,
alert.
all the people here did, none of them actually protest. It had nothing to do with anything. They just looted a couple places. Cops came in, and now no one's
Oh.
done anything since.
Yeah, people weird. Man. So I said we need to go to Seattle, set up base in Zeke, and help out the rebels there.
You ain't joining the protests in Ohio?
I'm in PA, but no, the Columbus one's like 2.5 hours, so.
Oh,
And
you're not in Ohio anymore?
they had some local shit, but that shit looked like op from the outside, so I had no interest in going there and being ID'd as somebody that fucking protesting. I live in a real white right-wing area too, with Masons and shit, so I'd be paranoid anyways.
Yeah,
I ain't
I live
getting
in a very right wing, very right wing area.
I ain't getting
You have no
profiled
idea.
yet. I'll wait.
I'm in a very, very right wing area. So I'm saying the only people that went to Birmingham to do anything was to loot, and that was it. They had no interest in actually protesting. No one came with signs. No one came with a message. It was
They're protesting capitalism then. That's
let's
what that
loot and
is.
then
That's what that is.
get out.
Anarchy.
Looted local businesses.
Poor local. The subway. Oh, poor local businesses.
Like they didn't even fuck up like the courthouse or
Not enough
some
banks.
some government building. They just fucked up some local businesses and then got out. I was like, what the fuck are you
Just
doing?
bored there. There's nothing to do. Pandemic.
There really is nothing to do. I think the only thing they did that was like productive was take down that monument, that Confederate monument. Like, you know what? That monument never saw that shit coming. Go you.
No, it did. Poor monument. They're gonna build a
Bro,
monument.
they weren't playing games either. They hooked that bitch up to a truck, had a chain around it, and dragged that bitch to the ground.
They gotta build a monument for the monument.
And then stood on the monument and burned an American flag.
They've done it.
I was like, yeah, go Bama.
Fucking weirdos, but good for them though.
We did it. We shared our voice.
You guys are fucking weirdos, but good for you.
We did it, man.
There's a lot of pent up frustration in in that area, is what it sounds like.
A lot of dumb people that have no idea where to direct their voice or anger or how to put together a proper sentence.
Hey, that's why I'm putting together hashtag the people's politician. I'll give him a voice. Let's do this. I'm telling you, man. What if? Come on. I still said best case scenario, Seattle, man. Kick out one of your political people, install me. Come on. I'll move there.
If I wasn't so paranoid with Birmingham police because I know how they are, I would have went down there and been like, just give me the microphone, boys. Let's do this.
I know. I totally felt the same because I would have flipped the script and turned it into a freedom standpoint that all the rights are being stripped and shit. And I'd have turned the protest into more of a fucking. I'd have turned the right wingers there that were there to watch or some shit, and I'd have flipped them instantly. Like I said, all you gotta do is push in a right wing area, push libertarianism. Think about it. You know this. What is the Democratic Party's job, right? To suppress progressives. What's the Republicans Party's job? To push down libertarian ideology. That's why Ron Paul got fucking bullshitted every time he ran. They did the same shit they did to Bernie to Ron Paul. Like, it's not a left and right issue. It's a fucking libertarian and fucking left-wing issue versus the world. Like, it's bullshit.
I really debated going down there when it started happening, and I was like, yeah, I'll just looting. About that
Exactly.
shit. And I know how Birmingham police are, and I'm like, I ain't trying to get fucked up.
What does that
now.
mean? You trying to say something? I'm recording.
Birmingham police, if you listening, y'all suck. We all know it.
Doggo alert, DC. Doggos are tired of getting killed by police. By the way, how do you like that angle? All the dogs are fucking. Like, they won't take a dog bite, but they're supposed to fucking defend you and protect people? That's okay. Poor doggos.
Are they chanting that shit they were chanting at Trump rallies?
Where?
I'm trying to figure out which one the audio's coming from.
It's
But they're like, no KKK, no fascist USA.
Wait, they said that at Trump rally?
They were doing that at Trump rallies, yeah, when,
People
the whole
protesting the
talk
rally?
was yeah, people protesting his rallies.
I didn't. Dude, there's a lot of fun chants.
When the whole talk, when that was at the time. Hang on, let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, they're literally chanting that. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA.
Turn it up. Yeah.
That's exactly what they're chanting. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist
Fuck the
USA.
corporations. Right, isn't fascism the merging of authoritarianism and corporate state? Right? Or wrong?
Fascist? Yeah.
I looked it up last night, but it looked kind of vague, so that's my definition. If it ain't.
Kind of hilarious they're chanting that right now. No Trump, no KKK. They started chanting that. You remember when a big KKK organization backed Trump on his campaign trail? When that happened, people started going to his rallies and chanting that.
Hey, not every Trump supporter is racist, but every racist is a Trump supporter.
I haven't heard that one. That's a good one.
That's an old one. That's from a couple years going on now. Yeah, I mean it's funny and it's probably true. So
That dude in the chat was like hashtag Trump 2020 hashtag vote red down the ballot.
yo, just ignore the chat. Just think about
What
it.
the
If
fuck?
everybody's in the street protesting, who the fuck's in the chat? Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, all the right wing CIA mouthpieces.
Black genocide
Just like
1619 to 2020.
I was talking to one talking shit over here.
That's why I said, man. It'll start this, but if we can flip this too from just human genocide to look how we treat the Middle East. We just look at the war. Look at Yemen. Like look at this.
Let's say, look at what we did in Yemen
Yeah,
when we
like,
aided Saudi Arabia in blocking the ports and had a mass cholera outbreak because they didn't have clean fucking water.
Like, look at our biggest allies. Like if we can flip this, or not flip it, but
It's
continue the momentum.
the hypocrisy of America. Was it MLK that said it? The democracy of America is hypocrisy. I believe that's an MLK
Say
quote.
that again.
The democracy of America is hypocrisy.
What does that mean? How's
I
that?
believe,
Explain that right.
I believe it. Let me look up the exact quote. Hang on, because I believe that was the essence of it.
Yeah, I know. That's why. You're right.
Let's see if I can find that quote.
You read 1984 yet? No.
Have I read 1984?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well then we got a second then. So here's some shit. Here's some Orwell shit then. So you're supposed to see that George Floyd video, and see Room 101, but it'll just happen like that, different ways every time for anybody.
Thank you again, Rain. I appreciate you. Kevin, you're gonna be an actual mod now, so in case people start giving shit.
Oh, the other thing did you notice he never mentions race the entire time, and that was written in the 1940s? And the only races he really mentions is the working people, and then the 85% working people, and then the 15% inner people, and then the 5% of that 15 or whatever it was, whatever the numbers were. But that was how he broke that down. Very interesting. It's almost like there's like the rich in that, and then there's the other percentage is the police, and they're fucking puppets. But there was some other shit about that 1984 that I've looked at differently now after seeing some more seeing what's all this. Is that chick a baddie right there in Austin Town? Or
Oh, it was a Malcolm X quote.
Whoa.
And when I speak, I don't speak as a Democrat or a Republican nor an American. I speak as a victim of America's so-called democracy. You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy. When we open our eyes today and look around America, we see America not through the eyes of someone who has enjoyed the fruits of Americanism. We see America through the eyes of someone who has been the victim of Americanism. We don't see any American dream. We've experienced only the American nightmare.
Yeah. People have been posting more and more quotes from MLK and Malcolm X and shit. They've been really good.
That's what it was. I was a little wrong. It was you and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
True.
I mean, it's true though. We try to, act like the good guy, yet our number one. Yet we sponsor terrorism. Like, our number one ally is the biggest fucking terrorist country on the planet. The second biggest terrorist country on the planet is us. Like,
Team Pride.
I was watching because all this is going on is jogging my memory of some of the Dave Chappelle skits. They're so fantastic, dude. Have you seen the one where it's a black bush?
Oh yeah, that one's hilarious.
That shit's so good, man. Oh, you talking about? Oh, bitch, you cooking?
Have you seen that? I don't know if it was a spoof or if it was real in Australia, where they were like, That one where they're like, we're paying China to protect us from China. it was that same thing with Chappelle. Like, you know, shit. We're doing this to protect freedom? What? It's all hypocrisy. Welcome to 1984.
Hey man, you want to talk about
They just chilling in Providence in the fucking Whippo.
Everybody in Sacramento is laying down now.
What are they doing? What is that, a die-in? Banana City.
I'm waiting for the stream where you see Wu-Tang come out of nowhere and they on the ground.
Ain't nothing to fuck with. So I seen some
Wu-Tang
shirts,
and
though.
Horseshoe Gang on the ground.
Shoe gang. Yo, they.
Black Pussy Power.
I could get behind that in with. Shout out to
She's
Twitter.
wearing a weekend mask.
Is it? Oh. Hey man. Black Pussy
That
Power.
XO thing is his logo.
I could get behind some type of powers like that. That's ridiculous. What'd they say?
Look at that chant.
Hey man,
They say back to the streets, fuck the police or something?
Something, no peace, back to the streets, fuck the police.
That's good enough for me. I like that.
I couldn't really hear what the first thing they were saying, but
Is
it's
that
yeah.
Jay Rivera? Is that Jay Rivera face right there, or is that a different face?
Bottom left.
Sacramento. Whose face? Is somebody else's face?
More love than anybody has seen in a long time. And this is what we're going to continue to do. This is going to be what we're going to continue to stay. We're going to stay positive. We're going to stay peace. We're going to stay strong. All my brothers and sisters
Let me,
around us,
stop.
all of us are going to stay strong. That's all I have to